Hello everyone, and today I will be talking about every puppet combo villain through 2017 to 2024. I will not be talking about any of the villains prior to 2017 because I just wanted to focus on some of the more well-known villains from recent years. And lastly, there are some villains I will not talk about because either it's sort of a joke game they come from, or there isn't really an antagonist in the game, or maybe the villains come from older titles that are prior to 2017. So, without further ado, let's get started. So the games I will not be covering that were published in 2017 through 2024 are Night Watch, Day 7, The Boutique Cheek Freak, Night at the Gates of Hell, Spiders, Blood Maniac, Samhain, Evil Clowns, The Riverside Incident, Planet of Bloodthirsty Santa, and Buzzsaw Bloodhouse. If there are any games that I missed that were made in 2017 through 2024 that I did not cover, let me know in the comments section. The villains will be ranked on 3 things: how powerful they are, how unique they are, and how scary they are. Starting off with the worst villain is the Ding Dong Ditcher Ripper, or known by his real name Vic Matheson. In terms of how powerful he is only one of the very few puppet combo villains across the whole history of the franchise that can be killed. The only scary thing about Vic Matheson is that his white ski mask makes him look like he is going to mug you, and he is not very unique either, just looks like some guy from the hood going to mug you. But hey, some people may find that scary. The next villain is Dylan Miller, who is from the game Deadly Night. In terms of how powerful he is definitely a big boy, but it takes several slashes from his sickle to put you down. I don't know why he only does light attacks. Maybe if he did a heavy attack or 2 he would be more powerful. Dylan is a cannibal who got his face burnt off when he was a kid and suffered brain damage. He is basically a redneck hillbilly, but, in my opinion, he is a rip-off of another killer in the puppet combo franchise. In terms of how spooky he has bloodshot-like eyes, and has a brown mask on his face, and it looks like he or someone else put out their cigars on Dylan's chest, because those burn marks are too big to be from a regular cigarette. But overall he isn't the scariest, just a little intimidating. Next up is Billy. He is from the game Feed Me Billy. Billy carries a .38 revolver to murder his poor victims with. He is the only antagonist across the whole entire history of the puppet combo franchise to have a ranged weapon, even though his physical strength is unknown. It only takes 1 bullet. Billy is a part of a cult, and his only goal is to feed the hole in his closet, but the hole will only feast on the flesh of a human, so Billy must go out with a clown mask to find people to sacrifice to the hole to reach his goal. Billy wears a clown mask, and also wears a blue jumpsuit like Michael Myers from Halloween, but Billy's is a lot brighter. Larry is next, and he is from the game Christmas Massacre. Larry is 6'5" and overweight, but there is no evidence that Larry is strong. But he is capable of cutting people's limbs off with only 1 swing from his blade, standing up, not even having to sit down and chop the person up. He can also throw knives insanely accurate and has infinite knives, and to top it all off, Larry has a flamethrower and has burned down a whole school before. Larry is truly a man of destruction. Larry wears a dirty Santa Claus outfit, and drives a white van which for some reason says Santa on it. All unmarked vans are supposed to say free candy, not Santa. I think kids have a good idea of what Santa's sleigh looks like, and it's definitely not a white van. Dr. Edward Sullivan is from the Glass Staircase. Dr. Edward Sullivan has a giant sharp tooth-like hook, and when on fire he goes crazy and gets very fast. But also the fact that he can be killed with a .22 rifle, and that he can die does not look the best on his report card for this ranking. Dr. Edward Sullivan wears what looks to be a plague doctor mask that you could get at any Spirit Halloween store, but it doesn't make him all that scary, but his face looks like Nemesis from Resident Evil 3. Next is Tom Smith, who is from Murder House,
more commonly known as the Easter Ripper.
Tom Smith will use his sickle to do Mortal Kombat death animations when he kills you. He can pick people up with only 1 hand, and he definitely kills his victims in extreme ways. The only way to kill him is if the zombies of the dead children that he killed gobble him up. Tom Smith reminds me of the movie Bunnyman Massacre. Tom Smith is very uncanny looking, He looks like those old bunny photo shoot photos. He is definitely very uncanny. Next on the list is Samantha Rhodes, who is known by the Womb Ripper, and she is from Bloodwash. First of all, I don't know what drugs the production team was on, because no way a full grown naked woman can pick up a man with one hand.
See this cute little vial here? It's crack, rock cocaine, the most addictive form. You think it's the glamour drug of the 80s? Well, that's the point of this friendly little reminder. It can kill you. And if you've got to die for something, this sure as hell ain't it.
Anyway, Samantha Rhodes wears a mask made out of the fetuses of the unborn children that are from the mother's womb. She's also naked. She's definitely one with disturbing methods of recreation, and I think we are starting to get to the more disturbing characters on this list. I think she would fit in perfectly with the Planned Parenthood
Surgeon! Dr. Han! I am a surgeon!
Next up to the batter is the Night Ripper, who is from the game The Night Ripper. The Night Ripper is the only puppet combo villain ever to have the power to make your character panic and not run from adrenaline. This is so he can't stab you in the eye with his switchblade. The Night Ripper wears a yellow duck mask with a really cool black fedora and trench coat. He mainly targets people that do OnlyFans. If only he got those grapes. Next is the Butcher, or the Night Shift Abductor. I don't know one of the two. He is from Stay Out of the House and Night Shift. In Stay Out of the House he has this random lady in a wheelchair that patrols the house and alerts him of your location if she sees you. But in Night Shift this man is the definition of the figure of speech. Speed demon. Because boy, this guy could make Lamont Marcel Jacobs jealous. The thing about this guy is, he's just another redneck hillbilly cannibal that resides on farmland, but better. Well, ladies and gentlemen, the number one puppet combo villain is the Nun from Nun Massacre. The Nun has probably the best AI above all of the other puppet combo villains, so let's start with that. The Nun carries a large knife that she stabs you with so violently, your camera shakes and it only takes her 3 blows to kill you. Depending on how far away the nun is will determine how fast she will run. If the nun is far away, the nun will bolt towards you extremely fast, but if she is very close to you she will be a bit slower. The nun will also try to catch you off guard and sneak up on you. When she does this she will become extremely fast for a moment. Then there's the fact that chase music is the most adrenaline pumping thing ever. But then, there's the barbed wire pit. Let's just get on with her appearance. The nun wears an outfit. She has this disturbing looking baby-like face, and she has these deep black eyes that bleed black. I would say she is truly terrifying, because when I look into those black eyes of pure evil, I see the darkest pits of hell. The nun is truly a horrific masterpiece.